Hello everyone and welcome to GQHQ PQ, Goose's Quizzes Headquarters podcast, a true crime podcast.
Carry on.
Keep going.
Okay, sorry. Game face here. Hello everyone and welcome to GQHQ PQ, Goose's Quizzes Headquarters podcast, a true crime podcast where we deep dive into the mysteries surrounding the unknown. My name is Louis and I'm the head of investigation. Joining me today is the chief analyst Goose.
Hello.
And also primary correspondent Scott.
Hello.
We have some big questions that need to be answered in this crimey episode, including the big 5 percentage game questions later, but we will give the internet people watching live an opportunity to fill out the answer form to compete against us on the pod. But let's jump into the first mystery we need to solve. Is anyone still buying handkerchiefs anymore?
Oh, I thought it was going to be Scott's grasp of grammar. But
Me poor want money now. Yeah. Let's jump into the first mystery we need to solve is.
That's good. I thought that was good.
I liked
read
it.
that well.
No, I thought it was done well. I mean, nothing like handing someone to an English student and being like, him saying, do you know how to use commas?
Well, just in case you didn't know what to say for the intro.
Oh, yeah, no, that was good. And we're going straight into who buys handkerchiefs.
Yeah, I used to use handkerchiefs.
As in, like, reusable ones.
Yeah, like chuck them in the wash.
Really?
After a sniffly day. Yeah.
I have too big a sinuses for that.
You need
Chuck it in a-
two hankies, one nasal passes each.
I use kitchen roll.
Ah.
Just
Wanna go.
No, yeah, I used to, when I was a kid, used to have hankies. I have not very nice memories of being in school and trying to find like an uncrusty section to blow my nose on.
I mean, not to go too graphic too early in this podcast, but I feel like I just have too much content to kind of...
Right, okay.
You're a content creator. You got so much to give.
I'm a content factory. Look at this nose. I told you about my parents having that conversation once. My dad was like, "Oh, I gave you the big nose. You got a big nose from me." My mum goes, "Oh, I gave you bad sinuses." And I was like, "Well, I'm glad you both gave me a really terrible thing in combination. Like,
Wrecked from the start.
a giant nose and terrible sinuses. It's like,
So
here's a factory and all the fuel."
would you buy one now?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, I think it's very much kind of like a chuck away sort of situation. Don't want to carry like
Do you have a
my
handkerchief?
inside boys in my pocket.
No.
I have a dress handkerchief for a suit.
Like a pocket square.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I've
it
got
is-
pocket
it
squares.
is like a handkerchief.
But not, I wouldn't wipe my nose on it.
No, neither.
Everything's a handkerchief if you apply it correctly.
That's true. That's true. No, I remember. Yeah, I think I stopped using them probably too late in life. It's definitely like, I think it's at each end of your life sort of thing. Like start and it's kind of like as an older, or maybe
each end of your body kind of thing, but carry on.
yeah, you use a few toes, I guess. But no, I had one when I was still living in the hostel, and then that late.
Oh, handkerchief guy.
And then
It's quite late.
Oh, Hanko.
one of the girls also had one, so she called us the hanky buddies.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, a handkerchief. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think I can pull off a handkerchief anymore. Here's a question: Did you ever
Bad
put?
magician.
Yeah,
you ever
I was gonna say.
Did you ever put tissues up your sleeves? Did you ever, do the thing where you put a tissue in your sleeve?
Why?
Like a cigarette box, like the cool people.
Have you seen this? That people do that? I think it's often
To make your arms look bigger.
It's often ladies' clothing or clothing aimed at ladies doesn't have pockets, and so they have nowhere to put a tissue or something like that, so they'll put it in their sleeve. I used to my mum used to have a tissue in her sleeve all the time.
So you asked me if I did it.
Well, I didn't know if it was like
You're the most like his mum that I know. So.
very
Famously.
disapproving me all the time.
Never has pockets.
No, is that something? Am I just being stupid here? You've never seen this before?
Not
mean,
enough to
someone-
enough to think about it.
Someone did it
believe
recently,
it.
and I laughed because I was like, I've not seen that for ages.
Ha.
Sleevey tissue. What?
What? You got
They-
germs up your sleeve.
They took their pocket must be filled with them.
Yeah.
They took their top off. I can't remember what it was. Like they took their like jumper off, and then a tissue fell out, and I was like, not seen that for a long time.
It's like I once like just had my headphones go up my shirt and out the top, and someone's like, "Oh, you still do that?" And I was like earbuds,
I was going to say headphones
Wide-
through your top
wide-
is a fairly like on the street just to be.
just like wired earbuds. And
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, haven't seen that
I did that yesterday.
since primary school." I was like, "What? People
Where
still
else do you put
this?"
them?
What?
Yeah, it was just like hanging out free to get caught on things.
Nah, not a fan.
No, thank you.
I like to look nice and tidy when I'm walking along, and that's always been one of my gripes, though, is that the whole thing of headphones like getting sleeker and sleeker and sleeker and like smaller and smaller. But with that, we lost like good audio quality. I feel with not good quality, but like
Oh, wired's the way to go. Is that what you mean?
I mean, I do like my wireless ones, and I do use
yeah.
them a lot. But I'm not sitting on the bus. But the other side of it is there's this thing of everyone knows I'm wearing headphones, so why do they have to be sleek? Like
Yes. Not like you're hiding it.
no, but they always seem to feel like you have to have more compact and more compact and more compact, and then it's like, but why? Because everyone knows you're wearing headphones.
Yeah, well,
I've made for portability probably.
I agree, actually.
I went to a gig. My friend had a rucksack just for his headphones. Had to
Yeah.
check it in.
I do
It
that.
cost him money.
Oh, really?
I was like, why did you bring this? You just put headphones in here. Just get a smaller set, and then you'd avoid this issue.
Yeah, if I'm going somewhere where I know that I need to take my headphones off, like if I'm going to a bar, I'll take earphones.
Yeah.
But I
Okay,
mean, people in this room have commented on how big my headphones are, not the ones that I'm using right now. But so
Wait, your other headphones?
yeah,
Which ones are they?
I mean,
The ones we comment on.
huh? No,
Those-
not these ones. Look how sleek these are.
I like those ones.
Thanks,
They're very sleek.
thanks. But anyway, yeah. All right, well, glad we solved that. We
Yeah,
still buy
good.
hankies.
And
Mysteries.
if anyone's
Me in
if anyone's
2003.
listening that
If you're a hanky person,
wants to bring it back, maybe
yeah,
We could
not just for fashion, but for like
function.
practicality as
Yeah.
well.
Maybe that's the kind of item we should go into. Those bandanas could turn into hankies
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
you could brand them, Scott, pretty easy.
Triangle hankies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not very nice to blow your nose on vinyl, I guess, because it just slips.
Just do a little vinyl
Doesn't-
at the side.
Yeah,
And it will just say, don't blow your nose here.
yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic, good. Well, busy quiz week. Should we talk? Do you want to talk about the
Yeah.
quizzes that we've done?
It's been busy.
I mean, I started out in Creef, so that was nice.
Creef Hydro.
Creef High.
What did you think?
It was good. They have nice sticky toffee pudding there
Nice. What would you give out of 10?
for the sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah.
Probably a 7.
Okay. To the custard, ice cream, nothing.
A scoop of ice cream on top.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
Yes,
Did you have this pre-quiz or post?
because they started late.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They were doctors, right?
It was for research people.
Oh, right.
Science.
Research
science
comes in
people.
late quite often as well.
Research.
Well, they said that they were running late from like the morning. So I was like, that's okay. Don't stress yourself. But yeah, it was good. It was, I mean, had a strawberry. Would you eat the green part of the strawberry?
No.
Why not?
I don't even eat them actual strawberry. I don't like the texture.
I wouldn't want to, but if you gave me one now, I probably would.
Okay.
Why just now? Oh, right. If you asked you to.
Yeah. If you said
Sorry, the way that sounded was as if like you've just changed your mind all of a sudden, and what you're going to do now is going to eat that green
No,
part.
I wouldn't. But now,
Yeah.
Now
if
you say it.
If you gave
Definitely,
me
I'm
one and
missing
said,
out.
eat this,
now that I've got a handkerchief to,
I'd eat it. That's fine.
because I almost did, because it was covered in toffee. I was
Yeah.
like,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I was like, well, and like the logistics of getting it, and like it was messy. I was like, maybe
yeah.
I could just like put it.
And no one would know.
No one would,
I did see-
except the person collecting the plates. It was like there was 2 halves of a strawberry.
Wait a second. There's
Young man.
There's no greenery on this.
I did see a meme today where it's like Italian restaurants that leave on prawn tails when you put them in pasta, like, and it's a full pasta sauce. It's like criminal because like then you meant to dip your hands into this into the pasta and be like, I'll pull off this prawn tail. Wrong.
Probably adds to the flavor though.
I'm not saying it doesn't, but then there's probably loads of things that are really inconvenient that add to the flavor, like bay leaves.
Or
Take them out.
bamboo shoots.
I don't think they add to the flavor. That's texture.
Well, but you're not supposed to eat them.
Are you not?
No. I mean, they're very, very hard to eat.
Right.
Or what do you call it? Is it cloves? No, what am I thinking of?
Cloves are hard
Cloves.
Or cardamom pods.
Yeah,
Also
those
hard
are
to eat.
unpleasant. Yeah.
When you're the lucky person that gets like 4 cardamom pods, we cook quite a lot of curries, and cardamom pods are in everything. And I'm always the one that gets like 4 of them, and it'll be like 4 goes in a row, like 4 forks in a row, and I'm just like, I'm over the last one, it's fine. I'm taking it, and I don't like taking things out of my mouth as I put them in to eat, and, as you can tell. And so, look at me. For the podcasters listening at home, I'm stick thin, so it's always me in a row, 4 in a row, just like, come on, this is ridiculous.
I went to Ting Tai once, and I didn't realize that there was some parts of it that you weren't supposed to eat.
Love it.
So I was out of the conversation for about 10 minutes while I was chewing because I didn't want to take it out of my mouth. And
Love it.
So it gets very bristly.
Okay.
I don't like foods like that,
Were
though.
you just eating edamame
No,
whole? It's quite stringy when you get into it.
no, it wasn't as chewy. It was like you got like a section of that, and you couldn't bite through it, so you had to like pretty much just like chew strings off it, and then.
Oh, right.
I think I eventually gave up after a fair while, but probably too long.
Well, you all know the story of my dad eating the fortune cookie fortune all in one go. So
What fortune?
I told we love that story. My dad's best man for his wedding was over. He lives in New Zealand, and we know the family quite well. And so they popped over and was chatting to Douglas, his best man. And I told him that story, and Douglas found that absolutely hilarious. He's like, "Who would ever do that? That's absolutely ridiculous." They're both like, I was going to say geniuses, but he's a math lecturer. They're clever guys. They met at Oxford, but they just seem to sort of have this streak. And then his daughter, Douglas's daughter, turns to me and goes, turns to Douglas, like, "You can't laugh at that. You ate a whole edamame. Like, you ate all of it. You ate it like."
Oh, you're not supposed to eat the
No,
outside,
he ate the casing as well. He was just like, "Well, how was I meant to know?" It's like, I can see why you guys are friends.
Just all down, like a cartoon pulls the fish skeleton out. Love that.
I just enjoy his incredulous nature. Why would he not know that? Why would you not know that there's a Chinese fortune inside it? Anyway.
Well, yeah, that's busy. You were quizzing.
Yeah, so it was good strawberry, good toffee, good quiz. It's very hot in the room though.
Oh, yeah? Oh, well, my great aunt used to live there.
In the hydro.
In the hydro, in Cruz Hydro. She used to be one of the residents there.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's like living in a country club. So we used to go there, and the way that Mum used to talks about it is that like all the other residents would know all everyone else's business, and so it'd be like, "Oh, there's so and so's like daughter or niece or whatever." It's like they do this, and then so
nice little village.
we would go there and visit when I was quite young, and I just found it like the whole thing hilarious. And now I think about it and going back every so often. I've not been back for a while. It does make me laugh that I used to go there like regular to visit my great aunt.
Oh, nice place to visit.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Good.
And we also had a quiz. Well, Scott and I were at a quiz last night.
Yeah.
Doing
quiz.
St. Columba's hospice quiz, which we used to do bi-yearly. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Biannually?
Biannually.
That's not every 2 years, right?
Yeah, twice a year. Biennial or biannual? One of them. We used to do it every 6 months.
Yes, we used to do it every 6 months.
6 monthly.
And obviously over COVID, it's been a bit of a... We've not been able to do that. But last night we got the first one back in person, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it last night.
Yeah.
There was a couple of intense moments.
Yeah. I had an awkward moment when I went to the urinal.
Brilliant.
And had someone address a question right then.
Okay, what did he ask?
He said, "Tell your quizmaster that it's not Candy Staten, it's Candy Staten," or the other way around.
Right.
And he didn't know whether it was, and then he went to tell me the story that she was on fourth one.
Okay.
And it's Staten.
It's
I would
whatever,
say
whatever the
The
opposite,
opposite of what I said.
Yeah.
I said Candy Staten.
I would say
Staten.
statin.
Yeah, I'd say Staten as well. But apparently she
It's
got
Candy
angry
Staten.
and said, "No, it's Staten." So There we go.
That's good. I had to go make an edit because there was a typo and it said Kando, and I didn't know how familiar you were with it. So,
This is actually an intervention because we have to discuss a question with you.
Goose would have read that word for word.
Kando statin.
Yeah, if you put a question mark in the wrong place, it'll be read out. No, there was an uproar in the room about one of the questions.
Yeah, Scott filled me in.
It was ambiguous.
It was ambiguous.
Yeah. It's just, at that point, it's just people's how they
Interpretation of what's been said.
Yeah.
And it was tough. I had about maybe 3 or 4 people tell me about it afterwards and give me a bit of a lecture about it. It was like, I don't know Shakespeare. It was a question about Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And it was about how many lines does a titular character have, or who has the most lines as a titular character.
In Shakespeare plays.
And Shakespeare plays is the thing. And so, because it said plays, people were then saying, was it more than one play?
Yeah.
And they were, you know,
from all the plays, which play?
yes, yeah. And so it was confusing, and I could understand it being confusing because I know nothing about Shakespeare.
It's English, isn't it?
Is it
Stupid language.
made up all these words? Yeah. So that was a bit of a tense one last night. Scott was marking that quiz, and I was running it, and it was. I actually really enjoyed it last night. I had a lot of fun.
It's good, yeah. No one came up and told me the scores were wrong, so I was happy with that.
I know it's, and now we're actually showing what scores everyone got in what round.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Little bonus.
Yeah.
Little bonus.
But we also did 6 rounds last night. It was the first time I think we've done a 6-round quiz for
Wow.
a long time.
Yeah.
6 rounds, and it all worked in the marking system.
Generous. How charitable of us.
And I won something in the raffle.
What'd you win?
Yeah.
I won the second last prize. Sorry, not the second last prize we pulled out, which was £40 voucher to Fisher's in Newtown.
Nice. And you split that with Scott?
No, because I bought my raffle ticket.
Okay.
I also bought raffle tickets.
Scott bought his own raffle tickets.
Well, I did not win any.
We didn't win anything in the tombola between us.
No, that was a raw.
Someone that was there, Lindsay, who was there, she won the... Oh, in the raffle, she won the litre bottle of Edinburgh gin.
Nice.
And also won something in a tombola that was like mud butter stuff. You know, butter... Mud butter? Is that
Mud?
body butter?
Excuse me?
Body butter.
Body butter.
I was between body mud,
Body mud.
and body butter, and it was body butter that they won. So
Lucky.
some people are
Lucky duck.
in these things. There was also a signed Lions shirt to win, and I was quite gutted. Although they did just turn around to us and say that that's been in our cupboard for ages. What?
Cut that.
No, it was really fun last night. Working with the St. Columbus crew they're a really nice bunch. The hospice crew, we'll put a link to them in the show notes because they're a really nice bunch. We like them a lot.
Yeah. Although I went to the bar about 3 times, got charged every time, which is absolutely fine. That's the
This is so bad. This is so bad.
goose goes up once, and they go, "No, you don't pay for pints. You don't pay for pints here."
You just have to have some charisma. I don't know how you
I
order
was so
it.
charismatic. I got him involved in the quiz. I gave him the answer sheet. Like, here, scan this. There you go. You're in. I was like, just make sure you put like, you're the bar team in there somewhere, so I know who it is, and like everyone can know that they're playing against the bar team as well. Like, yeah. Then every time I went up, I was like, oh yeah, going, yeah, good, sweet. How much is it? Oh yeah, £8. All right, cool. No worries. And then when you went up, I was like, okay, maybe this time, no. Again.
I think I give off there's something, because I don't often pay for drinks a lot of places I go. I know that sounds like a big shout, but it surprises me how often I don't pay for drinks. Maybe it's...
Maybe because you were in the spotlight, and I was just a lackey. I
did introduce you lots.
I know.
I involved you probably more than you wanted to be.
It was fine.
At least you didn't have to flip a coin, Louis. Do you want to tell everyone how good your coin flipping skills are?
I don't care. It's not an important skill to have in life.
Until you get asked to do it in front of 300 people.
Yeah. I'd rather be honest, and let people know I'm not very good at it.
That's actually been, I'm sad we didn't do it last night. It's been one of my favourite things at the St. Columbus quizzes is picking someone to flip a coin and them getting, them shitting themselves about it. I mean, Louis went for good old 2-hand catches for every coin he flipped. It's like, you're basically picking which way up it is depending on which way you come back from that.
Safety first.
It was so good. And then was it Hazel one year did it? Was it Hazel?
Yeah, I think Hazel was it.
Emma
did it. Yeah, Emma did it for us. And I remember, it was about half an hour before we started. And Emma was one of the markers, one of our old hosts. And I was like, would you mind doing the coin flipping for me on stage? And she was just like, yeah, no problem. She was really keen. She's American, really eager. She's like, yeah, no worries. And then then over the half hour, this deteriorated of her just like getting more and more stressed and nervous about it, practicing
Going
coin
off to the
flipping.
side to practice.
Because all they had to do for the game was, it's a head to tails game. It's elimination. A lot of people have played it.
Yeah.
Everyone stands up. You put your hands on your head, your hands on your bum, heads or tails, and then you flip a coin at the front. If you're right, you stay in. If you're wrong, you go out. And so you just have to flip the coin maybe about 16 or 17 times.
Not much.
And everyone who's done this has struggled with it. And I would say this is probably a bold claim. No, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm quite good at flipping coins.
Okay.
And it really upsets me because I'd actually rather just be the coin flipper and be like, I'll do that. I have to hold a microphone. So
It's not that good at flipping
Yeah,
coins.
that-
Can't do it one-handed.
That was your chance last night, Scott.
I did it 1 year. I think I did quite well.
I think I've tried to pick different people every year just to see what kind of pressure they how they handle the pressure of flipping a coin.
Emma doesn't work with us anymore.
No.
So not because of that. but-
Coincidence.
Emma's been in the podcast though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Hilarious. All right. We should probably get into the game.
Yeah.
Do an intro.
Yeah.
Everyone should have put their answers in so far.
Yeah, if you're just getting here now, you got a minute or so. Stick your answers in.
But the way the game works, do you want me to go through that, or do you want to?
Yeah, I always get to this point. I can't remember if you have something recorded or not.
Well, we will be
Next
recording
week.
something. We need to record
we
something.
Keep
will.
me
We will be.
accountable
Wait, let's.
next
Why
week.
don't we record something afterwards? Maybe we do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Let's make a list.
I've got a script typed up.
Oh,
Oh right.
I
Well,
just
then,
haven't
do you want to
recorded.
double check?
why don't we just why not? So why don't we? I'll explain it for now in a random way. The way this works is we've got 5 questions. Each question we've asked to hundreds of people, hundreds of teams, quite often thousands of teams across years. Some of them, and the way it works is they all have a percentage of teams that got each question correct. What the game is about guessing that percentage. So we're going to do it in studio. So Scott and I will be doing it against each other, and we'll also be against the audience. Now, everyone gets to do it individually as the audience. You've got the form to fill in for your 5 percentage guesses of how many people you think got each question correct. The answers don't matter, but what does matter is how many people knew the answer. Your audience percentage is an average of what everyone said who's submitted in the form, and then Scott and I go against each other and the audience average, and whoever's closest to each of the correct percentages gets the most points, the furthest away gets the least points, and we do 5 of them, and the person with the highest points at the end wins the podcast. And then at the end, afterwards, we'll be posting the overall totals online as well. So you'll get to see exactly how you've done comparative to everyone else. So you might have done better than everyone, but the audience total might have been lower. So yeah, you'll see how it goes. That is the way the percentage game works.
Sounds good to me.
Nice. Thank you, Andrew.
And that wasn't off the script.
Andrew. it's just so weird when you call me Andrew. We've worked together for like what? Almost 7 years, 6 years.
Yeah, it's your first name. It's not like I made it up.
I'm well aware, but like, you work for a company called Goose's Quizzes.
Yeah.
I don't. And you know what? It gets to me about it is it gets to me that I shouldn't be annoyed by that because I don't like people who enforce their own nicknames. But like, nobody calls me Andrew.
Anyone watching just now, you can chime in. Call him Andrew.
Oh, this is so weird.
Yes, stacks on.
Andrew. We can update the command, Scott.
Thank you.
I think you mean Andrew.
I think you mean Andrew every time.
Yeah, I think we're good. If we're going to do the first question. Okay, nice. So people watching at home, people listening at home, everyone here has got whiteboards. Yes, Jaclar. Everyone here has got whiteboards. We'll ask the question, percentage, answer. You can put a team name if you want. It doesn't really matter too much. And we'll see who's close. We'll do that. We'll get the actual. We'll reveal the audience percentage. We'll see who gets points for each one. There's no theme. There's no set theme for anything like this. There's just a random mix of questions to go through. So, question one. It should pop up on screen 2. What's the capital city of Switzerland? Answer, schmancer, whatever, but percentage. What percentage of teams got this one correct? I panicked when I put the percentages in because it came up as 0, and I thought, oh no, I've asked one we've not asked before, but I realised we've got two of the same ones in the system. So we do have a percentage.
Oh, do we?
Well, yeah, there's a one database has this, and another database has this.
I might need a new pen, unless you're happy to trust that this is a very... Yeah, can I borrow your orange pen? I know it's... You protect it, like, because it's orange, and that's your... Is that your favourite colour?
It's orange... No.
Should we go through our favourite colours?
It definitely is Louis' favourite colour, by the way.
No, I don't think so.
What would you say it is?
Right now, I'm feeling purple.
Well... Am I doing this the wrong way around? Oh, this is my like super dyslexia coming into life.
Do you want the other way around?
No. I'm just... I'll tell you when we do the things. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready
good?
as well.
You good? Do you want to show me? Oh, okay. Right. So, Scott, you said...
Burn.
And
88%.
Oh, no.
And Goose.
I said burn.
Yeah.
82%.
82%. Okay. You're pretty close to each other.
Yes, we are.
It's burn. Yeah.
I had a real struggle. I thought it was Bonn, and then I remember that's Germany.
Yeah, we got 96. Oh yeah, people playing. Listen at home, you can just shout out what you think the answer is.
You think it's way higher.
People taking part live. If you're on Twitch, if you want to watch on Twitch, you can come and join in. You can stick your answers in the chat too. We got 96 and 92 that just came in. People are pretty confident it's going to be a high one, so that would err towards Scott's 88%. Looking at it. Yeah, we'll just get these on screen just now. So Scott said 88, Goose said 82. The actual one for this one came out at 67.5.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit lower.
I think a lot of people say Geneva.
Yeah. I think it's not one of the more obvious capital cities.
I would say a lot of people say Geneva.
Yeah, or Zurich, or...
Yeah, there actually are some big, well-known cities. Basel.
As well. Yep. So right now, looking good for Goose, 67.5. He's closest, but we'll see what the audience puts. Everyone submitted. We've taken your average. People that submitted from Wednesday until today, whatever. Charlotte Ebb said 67.
Oh, wow.
Well,
We'll see.
Let's see, because this one came out at... 67.5.
No, they came out at 72.9.
Yeah.
So that they were closer.
Yeah, so Charlotte Ebb's got a bang on, but 72.9 for the audience. Smart. They played the game. They've played this before. So they're closer. Scott's farthest away. So
I felt so confident going into this today. I was like, yeah, I've got this. But I think the audience could easily be in a tear here.
Yeah, so audience first place, Goose second, Scott third. After that one, a little jog if you want to start. Well done, Charlotte PS, for getting pretty much bang on for that. Well done. There's still 4 questions to go though, so there's still a lot of points up for grabs. Let's get the scores up too. So I'll just show these. 3, 2, 1, given out.
There you go.
There we go. I know Scott likes to keep track of his scores, so you want to write that down?
Do you keep track of your scores?
No.
He's lying. He's lying.
Lies.
He's lying over there.
We're on to the next thing. So what we've got is still
a weekly segment.
A weekly segment of what's your Windows revelation this week, Scott?
What is it?
What have you learnt new shortcut-wise?
Scott's new tech tips. This could be an ongoing segment.
Quite seriously, though, I do every so often get a new one, and it makes me so pleased.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have any that you want to bring before I jump in with mine?
I like the window snipper, which I use quite a lot now.
Snipping tool?
Snipping
Is that what's
tool,
cool, or is it cutting?
Control. No, Windows Shift S.
Sniper.
Yes.
We're not Apple people here. Apologies if you are a Mac user, because we don't have any shortcuts for you other than, I don't know, the shortcut that you have in your life. You don't need shortcuts on your Mac anymore, so you can just shut the screen and it's fine.
Yeah, you can just swap it out for command. Command?
Probably not, I imagine.
Command?
No, because the Windows key is different to command. Windows key is like, I'm a shortcut key. I've got everything sorted out. But no, what have I done recently? I mean, apart from Excel shortcuts, which I do enjoy a lot. Like, I wrote macros recently for shortcuts to resize fonts because it annoys me when you press up and down on the font resize button on anything Office based, it jumps in increments. I don't know why they're arbitrary increments, but they've always got it. It's like 36, 48, 72. I think 60's in there.
Whoa, not 60.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
But it, like,
There's
Oh
a
my
reason. There's a
God.
reason for that.
but once it gets to bigger sizes, it jumps like in bigger numbers. And often I'm trying to fit things into like the cell that it's meant to be in or whatever, and I want to go into smaller increments. And so I wrote a macro to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
handy.
which Louis has written down a terrible code system for. I wrote this beautiful macro, and he's written down a really upsetting set of like shortcut codes.
Broken it down to
Yeah,
the bare.
so it's upset me deeply.
Found the God particle of Excel. No, mine this week. So the ones that I use a lot. These aren't maybe I don't know. Maybe some people, but Control T when you're in a internet window.
New tab
New tab. Control Shift T.
is wait, no, it's open the last tab that you shut.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can keep doing that. Control N.
A new window,
Control Shift N.
incognito window.
Control Shift N in WhatsApp.
In what in the app WhatsApp?
Yeah.
New group,
Yeah. Control N.
new message.
Yes. Okay. Control. I wrote something down.
Sorry,
I
all I'm getting from this is Scott's quite a bit behind on shortcuts.
Yeah, I usually do go the long way about doing things. Windows key D. Do you know what that does?
Yeah, it's back to the desktop. It's one of the handiest ones I've got.
Right. Windows key D again.
It pulls everything back up.
Yeah, very good. What about Windows period?
Oh, I don't know.
Louis knows his one.
Oh, I don't care.
Really? Do you not care about these things?
No, I just want to apologize to everyone watching,
No.
listening.
Shortcut efficiency is like the best
This
thing
is so
ever.
good.
This is so out of context, though, for people. It's
People-
like, oh, cool. I'll forget that in a second.
No, pretty much everyone uses a computer at some point in their like day, like for their work. Most people use a
Right.
computer for their work.
Instead of minimizing 1,000 windows,
What?
bang,
I mean,
desktop.
but you like a good thing on like Google Chrome extension. You're a big Google Chrome extension person.
Yeah, I'm very much into passive things on the computer. So things that run in the background, I install. I don't really have to think about too much. Whereas
Bitcoin mining.
these are active commands, whereas I sort of set things up so I don't have to do that much stuff.
Just to be clear, this couldn't be clear from the conversation we had before this podcast. When I turned to Louis and asked, "Where's your mouse?" and he goes, "I don't like using a mouse. I'd rather the trackpad."
Yep. Hey. Working smart.
Nope. I rebut that and say that's not working smart. That's like a trackpad is awful. I just can't believe that there's people who like trackpad over mouse.
Yeah, I like it.
But although there was somebody that I've met, it was a while back, that said they preferred the nubbin.
The nipple.
Yeah. The keyboard nipple.
That's so. I mean,
Have you tried
Yeah.
have you
yeah.
like at any time recently?
tried,
It's
yeah.
like there's no way someone can control this to any level of like accuracy.
Or speed or efficiency.
No. So like what?
I
The
guess
drag
it's-
over the screen, it's like slow. It's gone to the corner.
Well, for those playing at home, you can do Windows D for a little surprise. It's not going to like exit it.
No, Windows period.
Sorry, yes.
I don't know what it does. I'm gonna find out afterwards.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, well,
teaser.
there we
What's
go.
it going to be? We'll put some it's been played off stage. Oh, you want to move on?
Yep.
Are we done discussing shortcuts? A weekly
One of us definitely is.
A weekly segment.
I would happily have that as a weekly segment. That was
But
fantastic.
you can have a spin-off
Booked
podcast.
in.
Spin-off.
Yeah.
Second question.
Let's call
So
it shortcuts.
question 2.
Thank
Who
you.
directed films such as Scanners, The Fly, and A History of Violence? So, question 2. Answer percentage for this one. People playing at home 2. There's a typo in here. I updated the wrong file. Who directed films such as Scanners, The Fly, and A History of Violence? The apostrophe is in the wrong place.
Oh yeah, so it is. It's awkward when there's apostrophes like that.
Scanners.
Yeah, scanners. Scano. Answer percentage. If you're watching live, stick in the chat. If you're listening in the podcast, just shout it out wherever you are. Yeah.
I'm trying to stare down Scott to see.
Some stumped faces here, perhaps.
I do know that. Yeah, I know it is.
I think I'm not usually confident with directors.
Oh.
But this one maybe.
He's talking the talk. Can he walk the walk?
Okay, I think I know this one.
Answers don't really matter too much, but there's a lot of pride in the line here. 3, 2, 1, turn.
I better put the same.
We've got Goose says.
I said David Cronenberg.
You said D.
David.
Doctor.
D. Cronenberg.
And Scott said
David Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg.
I only know that, I think, from Rick and Morty.
For that one. Yeah, so it is David Cronenberg.
Yes. Oh, with a C.
Yes, with a C, not like, well, how's the beer spelled? Is it
K.
with a K?
With a silent.
But percentages, sorry, I'll type them in. So, Scott, your percentage was
64.
Oh, that's
64,
a lot higher.
and Goose, you said
38.
38. I mean, I can see from the chat we've got some high ones in there. 77,
Do
73.
people know this?
People seem pretty. I can't really see the blue writing that well. Is that Russ Kirk? 77, but of course it's common knowledge for filmy people, such as you two, filmy types.
We both got it right, and I've said a pretty low percentage. I'm going to hold pretty confident on this. I don't think many people know that.
Yeah. So sorry. Let's just get these up. So what do we have? There's Scott. You're 64. We've got this. The actual percentage from all the teams we've ever asked for this question. The David Cronenberg one came out at.
Oh, yeah. I knew it'd be low. It's such a difficult question.
32.3.
Yes.
32. So right now, Goose is closest by the looks of it. The
And
chat,
it looks like the chat's going to get this really high.
but we've been surprised before, people. Okay, so let's just see. The audience average for this one came out at 56.6. So it's Snake Scott. It's the filling in this percentage sandwich between the two.
So pleased.
So Goose closest, then the audience, then Scott in third for that one. So let's just.
I think people have to remember that they're quiz aficionados here. People who like quizzes listen to the podcast and get involved. And so they're much more likely to know the answer to that, I'd say.
Than your average Joe.
Yeah, I think directed questions, on average, I would say usually come in below 50% by far.
I did cross out 41.
I think I saw you write 41. I was like, oh, pretty close. And then I was like, should I have gone above 40?
I was like, well, if I know that, me,
Everyone
if
knows
all,
it.
I think since Rick and Morty, that's quite an old question for us, I thought.
that's like that was a country, no planet.
Oh, thank God. Scott.
Planet.
So good we're not on Twitch. Oh, sorry.
They're pretty lax, but I don't think they allowed the C-bomb.
I mean, they're allowing these hot tub streams still, which is ridiculous.
I mean, if we get a hot tub, I'll sit in one.
I mean,
you can stream that.
Did you see from what they called Scummy Mummies? And I've forgotten their name. One of the Scummy Mummies posted, because she's been twitching a lot, and
Ellie,
yeah, and so has been twitching a lot and posted like games console hot tubs that people have made that are like a GameCube opening up, but it's a GameCube like hot tub with the opening as the top of the GameCube. She was like, if I get one of these, I would definitely start hot tub streaming. And I was like,
sure.
I'll be honest, I would do that as well. Like,
yeah, we get a hot tub in here.
I mean, I'm sure Summer Hall would love that. Our office, who we rent our office from, would just be like, are you guys
They wouldn't know.
having a hot tub in
They
there?
never come up here.
They wouldn't. No one comes up here apart from the strangers who walked in sometimes.
That's it.
You think this is a cupboard?
Yeah, I think we're a broom closet.
We should really... that would be a great Twitch stream, by the way. is just start the day, start streaming our door, and stand next to it and just have like streamers and everything ready to go off above it. And if someone walks in, it's like, you're a 1 millionth person who's walked through this door. Yeah. Go crazy as they like really shit themselves thinking they're going to the toilet.
Could do.
We do have a door that's in darkness at the moment.
The logo's on there.
The light bulb.
But you can't see it. Because it's in complete darkness. The end of our hall is...
I do feel bad if like someone comes to the kitchen and I'm like locking the door and standing there sort of in the dark, like fidgeting around. Like, that's probably
Does that happen
nice.
Much?
No, but it almost happened.
I heard someone... His 20-minute door locking routine is the real issue.
I hope someone comes.
Well, this was at like nighttime after like, you know, like
right.
Yeah, when it was dark outside, so it was extra dark inside. And then I ended up just coming back in the office because I didn't want to scare anyone. Turn the light on real quick and then just held the door open and said, someone here.
I love it.
Yeah, pretty considerate like that.
I have a question because I was in a pharmacy earlier today. And in the pharmacy, I was waiting for a prescription and it takes quite a while. So I was like doing that awkward shuffle around the pharmacy and look at things, but try not to look at things that make it look like you've got a terrible ailment. You know, like you look at like foot things to be like, oh yeah, I could have an athlete's foot and no one would be that fussed in the pharmacy. Or looking at, you know, the things you don't want to look at the pharmacy at are like, I'm sure there's a list of things. Like, you don't want to be standing staring at condoms basically in a pharmacy because that feels weird.
Safety first.
It's a power play.
It is a big power play. What? It's going to be 10 minutes for your prescription. Okay, 10 minutes of just completely
reading all the boxes.
Oh, that's new.
Menthol.
I have a quick one. I've told you the story when I was in Asda once a long time ago, and a boy was definitely trying to buy condoms, maybe for the first time, and he was standing with his back to the aisle across the way from the condoms, and I was quite near the front, the start of the aisle, and so I walk into the aisle and I just saw him like obviously clock me, get really embarrassed, and just turns around. He was about an inch away from the stuff behind him, which was tampons. So then it just turned into this whole deal of him like suddenly looking an inch away from tampons. Like, I think you've probably made this situation worse for yourself. And so I just sheepishly walked past him, and he was seemed mortified.
I had a friend once that was like, he was obviously looking to buy condoms, but didn't want to make it to seem like he was buying condoms. So he was like, "Oh, do you know what would be a funny joke if you guys went in and bought condoms?" It was like, it's not funny.
Hilarious.
It's not really funny. He's like, "Yeah, no, like do it. I'll give you money and everything." It's like, do you want us to go? Nah, it's fine. All right, let's go.
So yeah, in the pharmacy, looking around, and do you think there are levels of good toothpaste?
Right, toothpaste. Okay. No, I think that it's like just that sort of thing. It's all the same stuff. Like,
You think it's just all the same?
different, like what is it? What do they call it? Like the home brand.
I'm surprised
Paracetamol's the same as
they've not brought out different flavors.
other than mint.
Yeah.
Like, I think there is basically different flavors.
Really?
There's charcoal.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd take a peach.
No. It has to be mint, though.
Does it?
Like
no.
a nice prawn cocktail.
I'm not saying like gravy.
Well, here's my first question before we get into the variations.
Yeah.
My first question is: do you have one that you'll always go to buy, or do you just not care?
Couldn't care less.
I know there's ones that I avoid.
If there was anyone I would have bet that couldn't care less in the situation, it would be definitely Louis.
Peach or nah?
It's like, I don't care. Do you have any? Do you have any licorice? Just give it to me.
Have you got the peach in yet? I'll take this.
Every time you go into the.
Okay. Well, there's some. I just had a quick look on the internet.
Peach toothpaste is just like that's like.
There's strawberry flavored.
Okay.
That's for kids.
Right.
Citrus fresh.
Okay.
Natural toothpaste.
I could deal with citrus fresh.
Watermelon.
I'm just surprised. It's not really kicked off as well.
I just don't think
Mint's got the monopoly.
I don't think you would feel as fresh.
There's Unicorn Sparkle Fluoride Kids Toothpaste Natural Bubblegum Flavor.
Oh,
vegan,
disgusting.
SOS free.
Okay.
I told you about that with the millions that we did for the wedding, right? That we gave everyone a little tube of strawberry millions,
Yeah.
and then there's one blue million in there, which is bubblegum. And we couldn't give that away. Like,
really?
Bubblegum millions are disgusting. Bubblegum flavored anything is rank.
There's an adult. Oh no, that's kids 2-in-1. Watermelon. flavored.
Watermelon.
Apple mint.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm open to it.
Nope, sorry, we have to go back there. Apple mint.
Well, it looks like mint leaves, but I think it's just apple.
Okay. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said there was a mix of apple and mint, and I was going to really take offense to that. Can't think of anything worse than just brushing your teeth and then biting into an apple. That's like, it feels like crunching foil or something.
Yeah. But no, there's ones that I avoid because I just don't really like the taste of.
So you've gone to avoid, but do you have like a brand that you go for?
Not really. I think Colgate's a safe bet.
I think I'm Colgate Max Fresh is the one that I think is 100% like the best toothpaste. Okay. I've lived 30, almost 5 years on this.
On Max Fresh.
No.
Nothing but Max
on
Fresh.
This. Although, funnily enough, I think I went for Aquafresh for a long time because my parents were Aquafresh.
Oh my God.
What?
Sell out.
Did you report them to social services?
What? What's wrong with Aquafresh?
Mother. What is this?
Sorry,
I don't
Your
really...
reaction there, I don't know why that was an issue.
Because you're a Max Fresh boy.
Everyone
Well,
knows,
now I'm
everyone
Max
knows
Fresh
that.
boy.
Everyone knows that.
It's similar to, what cigarettes people would buy, but it's like, more intense because everyone does it. Well, hopefully everyone brushes their teeth.
Hopefully. I got real into it.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up if you brush your teeth. Some real relatable content.
I'm going to say, I used to not really floss much unless I had felt like it. Wow. I'm guilty of that when I was younger.
I don't think.
But now I floss almost every night.
Seriously?
Fantastic. Yeah. You know when you go to the dentist and they clean all the plaque off the back of your teeth, and then you can really feel the difference. That lasts so much longer. Big recommend. Yep.
I feel uncomfortable
flossing.
Yeah, when it's sometimes.
Between what?
I have
your teeth.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing of actual.
not
the whole concept of flossing. You know when it goes between your teeth.
Not every tooth, but between some teeth, I feel a bit weird.
I've ironically gotten floss stuck between my teeth before.
Yeah. So that happens.
I've been to the dentist twice with floss in my teeth.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I have really tightly packed teeth in my mouth. I had adult teeth taken out of my mouth because I don't have enough space.
Your teeth?
What's this doing here? Don't remember even that. But yeah, it turns out flossing pretty good.
I can get that. Do you use flossing wands, or are you a flosser of on the strip?
Strip.
Fair.
Flossing hurts my hands.
Flossing hurts your hands
because everything hurts my hands.
Everything,
right. Yeah. No, the stick, because you're not supposed to reuse floss. You're supposed to
that's what I've been doing wrong.
You're supposed to move it on to the next bit and next teeth, and then move it on.
So, but the wand then surely is
not ideal.
Right.
Right.
But you're supposed to fully jam it.
How long do you spend?
2-3 minutes.
Okay.
Just a quick.
Well, for you, I'm gonna give it another shot.
Do it.
Same.
For
blood everywhere.
Next time you go to the dentist and get all the crap off the back of your teeth, floss after that for every night. They feel great.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I'm good with that.
I can try. My one teeth cleaning thing, I sort of rotate between electric toothbrush
tooth you clean?
And manual.
And acoustic.
Yeah, for a change every now and again. But I really like firm toothbrushes.
Same.
And you don't get them in stock everywhere.
No, agreed. It's hard
for you.
Hard toothbrushes. Supposedly it is bad for you, but I'm with Louis right here.
I like to hurt myself.
Yeah, same here.
I like the pain.
Go to the discount shops and get the smokers toothbrushes because they're tile scrubbers.
Okay, that's maybe a bit too. I don't want to knock my teeth out.
Right. Okay. Well, they have super hard bristles.
But I do enjoy a firm bristle.
I'm not agreed with Louis on anything, so wholeheartedly than this, which I fully agree. I'm a firm bristle kind of person.
The firm bristle boys.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I have one last. Sorry, this is a long segment about brushing one's teeth.
This is how we get free toothpaste.
Everyone's into it. Yeah. Max Fresh.
I have a question, right? So, if your partner decides to use your toothbrush, do you think that's okay or not? Because I'll level with you here. I mean, we were all at Owen's wedding, where one of the big stories at their wedding was 3 of them in their flat was using the same toothbrush, and they didn't realize.
Yeah.
Which, just to be clear, at the wedding, I think I felt a bit ill. That's disgusting.
I think maybe as a one-off, if you're desperate, But
Okay.
as a continual thing, it's probably not healthy, right? It's like you're taking, I don't know. I probably wouldn't like it. I used to probably wouldn't have cared, honestly.
Well, you know, one of the things was so we went to London. Alice forgot her toothbrush, and then was like, "Well, I'll just use yours." I was like, "No," and then I think actually at this point she had used mine already, and I was like, "Okay," and then I was
what
like,
time of day was it?
"Oh, so this was in the morning,
Right.
And then I was like, "Right, so we'll go and buy a new toothbrush, and I'll use the new one. You can just have the old one." And she was like, "No, no." I was like, "You can't just use mine and then decide you're going to go. Like, it's okay for you to just use mine once, and then I'll go back to using it, and you go into a new one." That's like, no, I'll take the new one. And I was almost at the stage where I'll buy two. Like, I'll buy a new one.
Yeah. I mean, they're not expensive.
Yeah.
No, and so I just found that attitude was the thing that got to me. It was like, you're okay. Like, no, it really got to me. What about you, Louis? Are you one that would you use someone else's toothbrush?
Probably not. It depends when it was last used. If it was still wet,
Is that better or worse?
No, there's something weird about that, isn't there?
it would feel a bit worse. If it looked like it hadn't been used in a while for some reason, that would feel better.
Just so the germs had really got
Yeah.
embedded.
I tell you what, a little swish under some boiling water though. Cup.
Do you want to be a dentist?
I pretty much am at this point.
I've not even thought about that. Putting my toothbrush under boiling water. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, do that. You can borrow my toothbrush, but if you touch my Max Fresh, I swear.
I swear to God.
Yeah, that Max Fresh.
If you touch my floss, I'm gonna come after you.
Colgate Max Fresh. Please sponsor the podcast.
Nice. Just an aside, I'm enjoying people's comments in the chat.
Oh yeah.
There's I can't remember what film is it. Oh, there's a scene in a film where someone goes to buy, it's like some condoms, some beer, and a flare gun. And the guy's like, "Oh, busy night."
Safety first.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Before we go on to the next question, would you mind passing me a beer, please? One of the
Beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on to my whatchamacallit beer, the nice beer that's in there, the tropical stuff.
Hand him the old milk.
No.
No, I'll pass on that, thanks though. Also, is your soy milk called Just Free? The brand name is Just Free. As in, not completely free, just free.
Maybe.
What are you on today?
Mark's
leftovers.
leftover gin.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cool brand name.
Yeah. Yeah, I started drinking pretty early this morning.
How come?
Birthday boy.
Yeah.
Oh, is it your birthday today?
No. Tomorrow, but I have never had a Bloody Mary, so I tried one this morning.
And has it knocked you out?
No, I feel fine now. It was just
I feel fine now.
it was
Earlier when I was naked,
it
not
was
so great.
a surprise to the system. It was nice, it's good.
Do you like Bloody Marys?
Well, the one I've had, it was good. I wouldn't really have it by itself. I'd have it with food in the future as well.
A brunch.
Yeah, but I can see why people drink it. It was definitely enjoyable.
I don't drink tomato juice very often.
No.
It's a drink. It's a flavour that I don't think really suits.
I don't know if you're looking for a counterpoint here.
No, we're all on your side.
You know what we're like.
No, but what I mean is, some people think tomato juice is like the greatest hangover cure ever, and that's basically why Bloody Marys. Well, not I'm saying basically, but like Bloody Marys are just in tangent with that. That they think that tomato juice is a great hangover drink, and I couldn't actually think of much things worse. Like, oh, do you want some tomato ketchup that's been watered down? I'll pass.
Would you have a tomato soup?
I love a tomato soup.
Would you have it with a shot of vodka?
I mean, not like it's not something I would ask for.
But you could.
Yeah, I mean it was good. There was a bit of buckfast in there too.
Oh,
In the Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Okay. Do they have like the fancy thing on around the rim? Anything around the rim?
Well,
Some pepper,
there
some
was
chilies.
the celery. There was the ask me how spicy I wanted it out of 10.
And
Where
what'd you
was
go
this?
for? Can we guess? What do you went for? 4.
No,
A 2.
Double it. 8.
no.
I think it was 2.
7.
Did you say 1?
I've not answered yet.
3?
No.
A 5?
9.
No.
10.
The only one you've not said.
4.
No. You've
6.
said that. 6.
You went for a 6 out of 10.
Just one above
What
half.
an interesting number to go for. Like,
What number would you go for, having never had?
that's honest, actually probably a 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I'd go low.
Because you quite like your spice.
I don't mind it, yeah. It was quite hard to gauge how spicy it would be.
It's Tabasco that goes into it, right?
Yeah.
Tabasco spice I found out I really like quite recently. I like a Tabasco spice. So you liked it though?
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad I tried it. I would have it again in the future. Had some garnishes on there, some green stuff on top.
This should be a recurring segment, by the way, is Louis tries a new cocktail. Because I don't think you've tried many cocktails.
Louis
No.
30 at 30.
No, maybe next week I'll try a Harvey Wallbanger.
Nice.
I'll make you some stuff up.
Or a mint julep.
On,
No, like proper cocktails.
Scott can do good cocktails.
Proper
I mean,
cocktails.
I remember making.
Eggnog. Hey, that secret, that was just a little bit of bullshit.
Where you
I made that up.
where you liquidized
Cream
a
egg.
cream egg.
That was just for Twitch.
Yeah, so you can go for it. I've never had Maduri.
Ah,
You've never had Maduri?
Never had this melon flavored drink.
Melon balls.
Madurian Coke. Amazing.
There is a number of cocktails that I think, like when I tried them for the first time, I was like, I can understand why people are alcoholics here. Like I can understand why people drink this all the time. Like I mean, and the thing is, alcoholics tend not to be cocktail drinkers; they tend to be anything drinkers.
Gin.
But as soon as I get a cocktail, I'm like, why do people not just drink this all the time?
Fair.
There's many that I think are great. To
Oh
drink.
well, Scott, you've set yourself up for a
You've
week.
had a mojito, right?
Yeah.
You've had right. So just to double check, sorry, we're gonna have to play this sting again for this question, but like, and I would like this to be a recurring segment in the future.
I'll write it down.
Have you had like your classic cocktails? Like have you had a Cosmopolitan or you've had a Cosmopolitan?
Mm-hmm.
You've had like a daiquiri.
I don't think I've had. Oh, maybe that's rum, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
white rum usually.
Yeah.
Have you had a margarita?
Yep.
Margaritas are great. Frozen margaritas might be my top 3 drinks actually.
Buffett? You know that song?
No.
J Buff.
And have you had? There was one other. You've had an old fashioned.
Yep, and I've had Negroni.
Okay, so you've had like the basic cocktails. You've had the standard set of cocktails. Okay, right. So it's not. I mean, I don't think I've had a Bloody Mary for years because I just know I don't like them that much.
I've never had a full one. I've
Loser. God, Scott.
Oh, he's definitely had a Bloody Mary. Listen to him.
God.
He's got all belligerent.
You should try one.
all right.
Your
well,
palate might have changed.
maybe. I probably won't jump in with a 6, but
Yeah, tried kombucha for the first time.
Oh, I don't think I've ever tried it.
what do you
There we
think?
go.
Because it's Edinburgh kombucha now.
Oh, is there?
Did you try it? Is that what you tried? No.
No, it was homemade stuff from Willie J's. They had a big mason jar thing full of it. So
Alcoholic or
no, well, I suppose it's all alcoholic, isn't it? It's
but
all
like
like
high
nah.
alcohol.
So that was nice. Yeah, that was something to try.
Very nice.
Cool. It's big in Australia.
Kombucha.
I can see why. Cold drink. You can.
Where is it from?
Store it.
Don't know.
Originally.
It sounds
Asian.
not English. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Being pub quiz hosts, we're so well versed in like drinks in the old.
Well, I mean, drinks are claimed by pretty much everyone. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can see why it's popular there. It's easy to keep cold. To
Yeah. I know a few people that are making themselves.
just tap it.
fair.
Yeah, just need a what do they call
What
it?
is it?
SCOBY.
SCOBY.
So, but what is it? Is it like a distilled?
It's fermented.
like a schnapps?
Fermented tea.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Pretty
So
much
it's got a sort of
fermented
bit of
tea.
So it's a bit fizzy.
It's healthy for you.
Yeah, it's a little bit fizzy. It's got your anti something.
Disestablishment.
Well, let's
Yeah.
let's get in touch with Edinburgh Kombucha and see if we can try some on the stream. I'm
Okay.
up for that. Yeah,
I'll write that down too.
nice. Thank you, podcast Scott.
Nice. And another thing. Sorry, Scott. Question 3. Buckle up, people. Question 3. So we'll get this on screen as well. Question 3. Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? So question 3. Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty easy to make. You just need time, I suppose, on your side, but just never got around to it. I think the main thing between that and drinking Bloody Marys for breakfast is I enjoy coffee too much to deviate.
Would you go an espresso martini?
For breakfast?
No, just like, would you like an espresso martini?
Right now, yeah.
I would also go an espresso martini right now. But
Scott, if you want to jot this down. If we can
I'll take drink orders, yeah.
If we can have a 5:05 drink break every recording,
Can do.
that'd be
can
good.
do.
Yeah, so sourdough and banana bread never really caught my fancy either.
Crochet.
sourdough, you didn't do sourdough as one of your things.
No.
You know that there was about, I would say, 3 weeks of lockdown at the start when Scott and I lived together. Basically, Scott ended up moving in with myself and my fiance, and we spent a lot of time together. That Scott and Alice just
We baked.
but there was weeks where you were trying to find flour, and it was like this like targeted thing where it's like, has this place got it? No, and there would be like flour updates every day of like, oh, we've not found flour yet. It's like,
I'm
no,
going to Asda again. Okay, there was no flour there yesterday, so there was, yeah.
it was their little project of all lockdown for a big part of lockdown. I was like, and then they eventually found flour, and then you didn't need to bake something that didn't raise anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Classic.
Well, there's only 3 ingredients in
Yeah.
Gamma bread, so
Yeah. Gonna Scott slow cooker cakes.
I'm ready.
Yeah, answer percentage. People taking part. People in the room, at home. People taking part live in the chat. Show me what you got, people. A diagram too.
Yeah.
Very good.
Wait, you know, was it not Fly the channel? Fly still. Oh right, you're saying that they flew as in like they were flying.
Yeah.
I thought he drawn a person diving into the water.
a good visual gag.
Yeah, for people for people watching live. So Scott, you've said
Amelia Earhart, 98%.
98, and Goose, you've said
85%. Earhart as well.
Yeah.
Earhart.
Yeah. So the spelling I've got, we'll get it on the screen too. Yeah, Earhart.
Is there different spellings for it?
I don't know. Scott spelled it the same way. Yeah.
I think people say Earhart,
Yeah, I thought it was Earhart that people said.
but it's
And
spelled E-A-R.
People said that so often. She was like, "I'm just gonna fly."
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do it.
just like Candy Staten. She went in fourth one, got really upset.
Candy Station. Yes. So, what do we have? We've got an 86 being guessed.
I said, oh right, sorry, I said 85. I was
Yeah,
just double
we've got an
checking.
85. Sorry, I'll just get these on the screen just now.
I
So
was worried that you thought I hadn't said.
98, 85 typed in up on screen. Yeah, Amelia Earhart, the answer. The actual one for this came out at 87.6. So good for Goose, good for, I think that's Joanna in there, said 86. Very nice, good work.
I'm feeling
Scott,
good.
you okay?
You okay there, Scott?
I'm not happy, but
I mean,
Please don't stand up.
I'm going to stand for the rest of it.
are your knees hurting from the chair?
No, I was just very disappointed in that. And
Do you think more people should have known that?
Yeah, for sure.
I sort of agree. I think more people should have known that.
Wow.
I think I only know that through the quizzes, though.
I can't think of who they would have put otherwise.
I think no one. Don't think they would have known.
Yeah.
Emily.
Which I think is a shame. But I also sort of
Oh well.
Yeah.
So, currently,
I could get snaked here. I reckon this will give you a snaking question.
yeah, so
I reckon I'll get
currently, it's looking pretty good.
The
for
audience
Goose.
are snakes.
But for the audience, they put 69.7. So they're actually farthest away for this one. So it works out. Goose is closest, gets 3 points. Then Scott gets 2 points. And then the audience further away was 69.7. So
Thank you all.
they went low for that one. So we'll just show everyone the points. Yeah, the 3-2-1 split. 3 for Goose, 2 for Scott, 1 for the audience.
I would actually still say that's quite a high percentage for that question. I think it's quite a high percentage of teams that got that right.
Yeah, I mean, Scott, 98 is a big guess.
That
Yeah,
is
I
a
thought
big
it was
guess.
just like
Common
I
knowledge.
guess you'd say common knowledge. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's how we don't call it general knowledge. We call it grab bag.
common knowledge.
common knowledge.
We don't assume that people have any kind of knowledge. That's because we're quiz hosts. We're open to people.
Fair.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, difficult. Our next segment is
No, you stole it from me earlier, so we've already done it.
Wait, just to be clear, the two segments we had in here was Windows tips with Scott and then tech section.
Yeah, because I forgot to take that out last week. Because I was working through it and then I had other things to do.
Oh, fair enough. No, fair enough.
So we can just move on to the next question.
We could move on to the fact that
freestyle one.
we could move on to the fact that it's Louis' birthday tomorrow. When we're recording this, it's Louis' birthday tomorrow.
You won't want to talk about that.
I know he wouldn't want to talk about it, but he basically already did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you turning 30 tomorrow?
It's my birthday tomorrow. Yeah.
Are you excited? What are your thoughts on turning 30? Like, we're both in the 30 club. I'm not 30, by the way.
I'm excited to turn 30. Disappointed that I'll miss out on rail cards.
Oh yeah,
from now on.
Shame.
You can still get the travel for 2-1.
Yeah, I know, but it's been a good life until now with rail cards.
I had what was it? The 25 up to 25.
Yeah, and then
18 to 25.
Yeah, and there's 26 to 30 as well.
Oh,
yeah, that's good.
Okay, well, that would have been handy because I got it when I was at 25, and then I could use it for 3 years.
Nice. Yeah, get it all the way. So, gonna be disappointed to miss out on that in the future.
Shame,
apart from that,
until pensioner.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
have to join the military or something.
The next big milestone after this is 40.
Yeah,
because I'm about to turn 35, and that's not a milestone for me.
That's not. I talked to a lot of my older friends, and they were like, "Yeah, 30 is great. Like turning 30, and then 15 days after I turned 30, we went into lockdown."
That's right. We went for pizza for your 30th, and then
those two things aren't related. We didn't go into lockdown because Scott turned 30.
I hope not.
No one can deal with this.
Mighty bad about that. I'm starting a list of 32 things I want to do when I'm 32.
Nice. Okay.
What's on the list?
I would love to hear this. I imagine you're not a list kind of person, Louis. That you've not got a list like that for 30.
Oh, I think it's on my phone actually.
No, I've not got a list for tomorrow. No.
There's nothing. Is there anything you want to achieve before you're 30 that we could achieve today?
It's going to be quite hard.
No, I mean it could be something. It could be something online.
It could be go full Creed, do a cartwheel.
Yeah, I did it.
We can move. We can start moving. We can take this show on the road.
Yeah. Is there anything that? Please don't say anything deeply upsetting. By the way. I'll just give a warning. Don't say anything too upsetting. It's like I'd like to have achieved this by the time I'm 30. Oh well, we can't help with that. I'm so sorry.
Do you want to come get your nose pierced?
Yes.
Do you want to get a piercing?
I'd get
Have you ever had a piercing?
What would you get?
No, I mean, my first thought is nipple probably.
You would get your nipple pierced?
Do it.
Yeah, no one's gonna know, are they?
But like, why would you get your nipple pierced? You've got your nipple pierced, right?
I've got both pierced. I got mine. I got another one on the day before my birthday, so I can't add it to my list. But I'd like to get another piercing.
Yeah. Piercings. It's not. It's same with tattoos. Like sure, go for it.
Yeah, do it.
But it's not. It's not big on the list to get done.
What about
I feel like I could do that anytime.
Something. I wouldn't get my lip done. I don't think I'd look good with it. I might get this done. What's it called?
Your
septum.
Oh, your septum.
Little
trachea.
Little bull ring.
No, I was going to say tragus is your ear one, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to hear some of mine?
Yeah, please.
It's pretty small at the moment. I want to get acupuncture.
Okay.
Never had acupuncture.
I've had needling done.
I've had dry needling.
Yeah.
But I want proper acupuncture. Holidays: Poland, Sweden, Australia.
God, I thought this was going to be open. Holidays.
Do holidays, not in order.
Are these 3 different points, or are they?
Okay, sorry. Say them again.
Travel to Poland, travel to Sweden, travel to Australia. I think
if you're going to travel to Sweden, by the way, take a lot of money with you.
Yeah,
it's expensive.
I've been before.
Have you?
Yeah. So you're going to go back?
Yeah, different part. I've only been to Gothenburg.
Right, a weird list.
I want to make gnocchi.
Right.
Okay.
From scratch.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Grate some potato.
I want to go camping.
Why?
Have you never been camping?
I have, but I haven't been for years.
Right. This is like a memories list. This isn't try new things.
Try new things.
Nostalgia by your 32.
This is nostalgia.
I want to go on a holiday with a big group of friends.
Okay, yeah, I'm up for that one.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, it's fun.
Right. Next.
That's pretty much
Make
it
some
so
friends.
I tell you what,
Step by step.
you've never been
Poco.
you've never been on a ski holiday, have you?
I've never been skiing.
Ski holidays are
I'm gonna put that.
easily one of the best things for that. Like ski holiday is like so much like exactly what you just said there. Big group of friends, you go all together, and that's genuinely one of the funnest things I've ever done.
All right, skiing / snowboarding is on the list now.
Don't snowboard, ski.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're not done yet. We're going to go through the rest of the list.
Nah, we'll get that another time.
That is the list.
We've got loads. We've got loads of time before you're 32, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so far, that's my whole list. That's
Oh, is that it? Okay, well, yeah.
You don't even have a list, Louis. And you're turning 30 tomorrow.
There's one Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I've done a lot of cool things. I'm pretty happy.
So have I. It's fine. Lists aren't for everyone.
That did sound like the biggest insult. Oh no, I've done cool things, so it's fine.
I've had worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we want to play this thing again? Were you worried that Louis is going to
I'll
insult?
put it in post.
We're going to worry that Louis is going to insult you again.
Scott's been stung. Yeah, question 4. Question 4. What is the Russian name for a small pancake traditionally made from wheat and often served with caviar? So, it's on screen to resize that. What is the Russian name for a small pancake traditionally made from wheat and often served with caviar?
I think. Hey, look at that working. You have to do it for the next bit as well.
Okay. I've not had caviar. If you can get that in the next
I think.
24 hours, go for that.
Oh, we could get you some caviar.
Edinburgh Caviar Club.
Yeah, I feel like everything has an Edinburgh something club.
Yeah, I like seafood. I like salty seafood. I imagine that's pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah, that's sort of.
You get salmon caviar, lumpfish caviar,
Okay, stop the list. There we go.
Siberian caviar.
Give me the lumpiest caviar possible.
The biggest lumpfish caviar. All right, closest place to here looks like Eddie's Seafood Market,
Where's that?
Oh, in
Marchment,
Oh, yeah, I know where that is.
or Morningside. No, Marchment.
Yeah,
Let's.
yeah.
Sheen's Road.
Should we give him a call and just be like, "Can you deliver some caviar?"
Yeah.
I think most fish places are open from like 7 a.m. to midday,
Yeah,
and then they shut.
Before it gets too hot.
Yeah.
There's like a real famous fishmongers along from us, actually. Supposedly he's like won loads of awards, and it makes I sort of feel like I should like fish more for living where I do, but
They
Because
didn't
I
ask that in the real estate interview.
Yeah, how much do you like fish?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
I've got my answer and percentage.
Are you adding that to your list?
Nah, I'm looking at Uber
All right,
Eats.
whatever.
I've told you about the time we went to like an opening thing at our old office at the biscuit factory, and they had like an oyster bar downstairs, and I've never seen Louis so excited about anything.
Yeah, it was a new experience.
Didn't you have like a lot of oysters that day?
Yeah, and I've not had any since.
Really?
Because I've not been to any place
Any
that
free
hasn't
oyster
had a free oyster bar.
I mean, those are if you're going to have oyster bars, that's the one to
So
go
I'm
to.
going to go all in, and then because for that very reason.
It was just we had a few drinks and we were chatting to different people. We knew quite a lot of people, and then just Louis would just like would you be sort of in the conversation, then just slide away and he'd be getting another oyster at the oyster bar. I think he became best friends with the guy. He was shucking the oysters right in front of you. Like, was he not? He was like,
Did you call the police?
it was great. I didn't have one. That's the kind of thing I don't really like. Don't like oysters.
Missed out
like
an
that.
experience.
I tried a mussel when I was younger, and I just didn't rate it. So
Right.
I'd try it again. I'd try oysters,
List, add it.
but I got a big scar on my hand from oysters. Might not be able to see that.
What happened?
I fell on an oyster.
Sorry.
I was we had a houseboat holiday.
I would never say you got a scar from an oyster for saying you fell on an oyster. I would say you fell and you cut your hand.
Oh, right. Well, I fell and I put my hand down to stop me from falling, and I put it straight onto an oyster.
Oh, that does sound pretty sore.
Do you think someone ate that oyster?
No. definitely not. Where it was, no.
No.
No one's collecting that.
Yeah, well, we'll get you some seafood, Scott. If you want to try some more mussels.
Yeah. Or can't think what else. I'm just really big into like scallops. Scallops, I think, are my favorite
Potato
seafood.
scallops.
What?
Potato scallops.
Scallops.
Yeah, I'd say scallop because that's just my accent.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not correcting you.
But you said potatoes.
Yeah, we have a thing called potato scallops.
What's that?
Just a big, like a hash brown sort of thing.
Cool.
But not got scallops in it.
No.
No, I can see why you'd call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
You know,
sweet.
one of the saddest things when you ask for surf and turf, I never get surf and turf again because I've had such bad experiences in the past. Surf and turf costs like £9 extra or whatever on top of your steak, and you're like, wow, for a special occasion I'll get surf and turf. And they do like 2 scallops on top of your steak, and it's like, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting like
Half a lobster.
exactly. I've not had much lobster.
I've
I
never
have
had
tried
any
it,
lobster.
I've had lobster and crab recently.
On the list.
Put it on the list. Fancy
Yeah.
boy, lobster and oysters.
We can make up a
Yeah.
whole list of just things to try from the sea for you.
Yeah.
Okay, if we can combine them, if we can go like a boating holiday.
We could also dress them up as Captain's Birdseye, and we've got the perfect situation here.
Scott's 15 friends on a boat eating seafood for a week.
Excellent.
You could water ski.
Yeah. Been water skiing,
Oh, water skiing is great fun.
but only off a boom, not from like.
Oh,
a
not from the rope.
Yeah.
Rope is more fun because you get to go across the wake.
Not done that. Scared. Too scared.
Oh, it's great fun. I used to do it quite a lot. I really, really enjoyed it when I was younger. When I went to the holidays in Turkey, and that was when one time I fell in the water, and the guy goes,
Watch out for
no, he goes,
watch out for the oysters.
no, actually, what he said was, I fell in the water. He goes, I'll just watch out. It's quite a lot of jellyfish around there. It's like, what am I meant to do
Well,
with that information? Like, not swim more,
be as,
not
as
swim.
small as possible.
Go with the current where they're going. Like, it's like there's a lot. I think that's where I started to become terrified of jellyfish because I could see them.
That's fair.
It was terrifying. I
That
didn't like
makes
it at
sense.
all. But yeah, and that was at the same time there was a warning the shark had come into a bay. It was like, oh, I'm dead. Like, this is
How
over.
exciting.
Sorry, we need to carry on.
Yeah, so what's everyone put? Turn them around. Question mark.
Oh,
I
I
don't think
think
that's right.
I think it's more right than what I've got.
Okay, Goose, you have said
Bellini?
and percentage
Oh, 79%.
79, and then Scott.
I put rusty.
Yeah, and they've said
53%.
53%. Okay, so the answer for this one, I was going to resize it to.
Oh,
It's Bellini.
Oh, nice.
it's not just a drink.
Well,
Yeah,
spelled
so
differently.
yeah,
It's spelled differently.
Yeah, so there was a bit on the Off Menu podcast where James Acaster discovered this as well. The difference between a Bellini and a Bellini.
Oh, right. 'Cause in my head, I was like, I have just written down a drink here, and it was
Yeah.
stupid. Because I was like, I'm sure my mum has served like Bellini to me as like as a sort of what do we call it? I was going to say
Peach and Prosecco.
I'm mixing up my as a starter sort of thing, but not as a starter, as a nibble sort of thing.
Aperitif.
Aperitif. No, that would be an after.
Escargot. Hors d'oeuvre.
An escargot, a snail.
Hors d'oeuvres.
An hors d'oeuvre, or like a like on the platter going round. So I'm sure someone said Bellini at that point, and I was like, "This is a Bellini, I think." So
And it wasn't caviar.
Cool.
I don't know if it was
just a
caviar.
Ritz
I have
cracker.
had caviar there before.
Ritz cracker? Bellini.
No, Roosty's like fried shredded potato.
Potato.
Yeah, you get them in
I
IKEA.
thought so.
Yeah.
It's a ski thing.
Yeah.
It's just
It's a ski thing, Scott.
You'll get there.
No wonder.
I think different areas, well, they're from, not Russia.
No, Switzerland, Austria.
oh, I would have said Sweden.
Ski places.
No. Roosty.
nice.
Yeah, so what are we doing? So
Podcast.
there we go. So let's get these in. So we've got a 53 and a 79, and there are your guesses.
I'm feeling more confident with my 79 now.
Feeling more confident. Okay, so the actual one for this came out at 72.6, which is pretty close. Closest so far.
Audience are definitely gonna. Audience, I think, are gonna snake me in this one as well. Oh no, I reckon it's a well educated audience, and I think they're gonna think it's higher.
So 53.79, actual 72.6. The audience went for 60.7. So again, they sneak in between the two. Goose closest, then the audience, then Scott in thirds from that one. So let's
it's just good. It's good to be
see
here.
the scores for that. There we go.
It's good to be here.
3-2-1 for that one. So well done.
It's just, you know, that's why it's called Goose's Quizzes.
Next question. Stop that.
Back to Scott's list.
Well, I don't know, because I'm very much like, if there's a list, I'll try and, this, like, some things I was like, oh, I'll do that and just forget about it. It's something that I really want to change for myself.
See,
do things and not just say that I'll do them.
Yeah, it's fair. No, I do.
And have no real reason to not do them.
A longer term list is a good thing. It's something I wish I did more of, actually, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But I do wish I did it more.
Yeah.
Here's a thing that they do say: you make the biggest life changes when you have a 9 at the end of your age. And so you're 29 right now for the last day. Do you think you made any big changes in this year?
Louis gonna rock the world.
Any major life changes?
Decided today to move flat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I assume you're staying in Leith.
To South Queensbury.
Oh, okay.
Biggest cycle in. That's
Yeah, bigger cycle. That's awesome. South Queensbury is a nice place.
Yeah, it's a nice flat sitting for a few years.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you've done that before.
Yeah. So it's roughly the same. But it's, flat. It's got 2 gardens, things like that.
Oh, amazing.
exciting.
Are you going to get a dog?
Well, we've got a cat. It's a no.
And there is only one pet allowed per household.
It's true. I don't want to push it.
Yeah, it's fair. Oh, that's awesome.
Exciting.
So I'm glad I snuck in and decided today. Otherwise, I'd have been embarrassed.
Yeah.
Would have been lost.
You would have been a 9 in your age. And everyone knows you have to make big decisions when you're 9 in your age.
We got 7 more years to chill then.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's really
Cool.
interesting. Oh, exciting times then, Louis.
Yeah, good. So moving there over the summer, get some summer sun.
Do you need a flatmate?
Moving forward,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. That's fine. Wasn't asking for me.
right. Okay, it's a one bedroom, man.
Okay. Bunk beds or put a loft bed in there. I don't take up much floor space, so
Do you need a flat?
you never know.
No, you don't. Oh, that's exciting. Just think, if I hadn't asked this question, we'd never have known that. Louis would have never told us that.
Until I'd moved, yeah.
No, even when he moved, he wouldn't have told us that.
It would have been like, oh, I need something dropped down to the flat, and I would have gone to
Yeah,
where he is
yeah.
now, and then be like, I'm here. He's like, no, you're not. I actually live in South Queensbury.
I've moved. To where?
Oh, just outside.
And then it's like, send me a location, warm up.
Well, if you need a hand moving, let me know.
Yeah, I think
Always happy to.
We can podcast that.
Yeah, we would live stream.
live stream that. Yeah, I don't think there's too much. We're going to leave a lot of stuff behind.
Sorry, I just really enjoyed it. Thought we're just going to just throw that to the wind.
Yeah.
It'll be outside.
Yeah. Well, it's been upgraded, but we
You
don't
drop
need-
a pin,
we
people
don't-
can go
don't
pick
need
it up.
So
Oh, that's exciting times, though. I forgot you did that before. It was when Louis first started working on our early doors. When you were working for us, you lived in a house out of town. Well, not out of town, but like.
yeah, on the other sort of outskirts of Edinburgh.
And it's odd that you lived that far on the other side of the other side of Edinburgh, and now live the extreme of that on the other side of Edinburgh. Which is,
Yeah, done north, south. This will be west ticked off. So after that, move to Portobello. Maybe.
that I think Portobello would suit you as well.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Portobello really would suit
How long
you.
have I got? 10 years. When's the next big 39?
Yeah.
Next big milestone. Now you can have your mid-30s like crisis. That's what I've had.
Okay.
It's called COVID. It's been great.
Well, I don't have that either now. So.
Now you're gonna have to figure out a different crisis coming up.
Do you is this people you know, or is it through like an agency? Or
Yeah.
I gave you 2 options.
So, people I know, teaching abroad for a few years.
Ah, cool.
So, house sitting, flat sitting.
Sweet. exciting. I've done that before.
Have you?
The first time I moved out of home was to flat house sit.
It seems like a really good thing to do.
Yeah, it was 10 months. Did I tell you? I think I told you a story when we were talking about wearing rings.
I don't remember.
I used to wear a ring that was given to
Good
me.
story.
Finger, toe ring?
A finger ring.
Finger ring.
And moved into this guy who I used to work with, and my girlfriend at the time, she was like the wife of the husband-wife was like family friend or whatever. So yeah, we moved into there, and then the day that I moved out, he gave me a call, and I was like, oh no, he's found all the things we've broken, whatever, like glasses or just normal wear and tear. And he's like, left me a message. He's like, Scott, just got back to the house. Is there anything you need to tell us? Just give us a call back. I was like, weird. And then called him back, and he's like, hello? He's like, yeah, is there anything you need to say? I was like, oh, we broke one of your like plant pots. And he's like, no, not that. I was like, I can't think of anything. It's like, did I leave anything behind? Like something. And he's like, found a ring. I was like, that's probably my ring. He's like, did you get engaged? I was like, oh, no. Built it. I was like sweating. Yeah, anyway, so hope that doesn't happen to you.
Well, I'll avoid that.
I'll lose a ring.
How am I going to... Oof.
It's a web. It's a web.
Final one, question 5. Answer percentage. Question 5. I have to resize this too. But question 5. Which player broke the football transfer record in 2017 with the final figure rumored to be around 22 million euros? So... name the footballer who broke the transfer record in 2017 for that one, please. Answer percentage, please, for this one. Okay, it's a serious silence here.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I have no idea.
I know who it's not.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, alphabetically, we can go through and figure out who it's not.
I just can't think of his name.
I feel like I thought I knew, but now I don't. I thought I knew the answer to this, and I'm pretty sure I don't now. Let me have a think.
I want to say something just to Louis, but you're listening, so...
I am.
Take your headphones off.
Do you want me to take my headphones off just quickly and you can whisper it into the microphone? Ready? Okay.
Got it. I got it.
I'm pretty sure that Louis whispered back, no.
Yeah, that's just a cute code that we've got together.
I've got my answer percentage.
Confident? Scott, you got yours?
Yeah, but not confident.
Okay, show me the money.
I don't even know if it's a footballer.
I've said Bale, Christian Bale.
I said Drogba.
Didier.
Is there a footballer called Pogba?
Yeah, there is.
and Drogba.
Pogba. Didier Drogba
Okay.
from
All
the
right,
Ivory Coast.
I've never thought of those two names being quite similar, actually.
Yeah?
I don't think it's this person, but I just wrote that footballer down. It was either that or it's going to be Ruud van Nistelrooy. It's not him.
Nice. And you went...
That was a long time ago.
you
Christian Bale.
Gareth Bale.
I thought you mean Batman.
I mean Batman. His transfer rate. I put 53% because I'm not convinced.
Okay, so we got a 53
78.
and a 78.
Oh, that's really high.
People know football.
We're
not good.
No, I don't think
We're not
people know
even
football
good
that well.
indicators of football.
People who know football know it really well. Like they could tell you like how many hairs he has in his head.
Yeah.
But people who don't know football know nothing about football.
Is it the one? Is it a junior? Someone junior?
Is it Messi?
Probably.
It's not Messi.
It's probably in the name somewhere.
If you give me you can find names at me.
Ronaldo.
I'll tell you who it's not.
No.
Not Ronaldo. It was neither of the Ronaldos.
Neymar.
There we go.
Neymar.
Oh, is it Neymar?
Yeah, he's a junior.
There's probably a junior in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Something Neymar Jr. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, should we put that up then?
Yeah.
That is the answer.
So the answer is Neymar. Yeah, from Barcelona to PSG.
Robert Neymar.
Ah. Robert Neymar. I like that we've just written Neymar as the answer. Like, no other parts of that. It's just you have to know Neymar.
We got there.
Neymar, didn't he break his back or something when he went for a challenge?
Yeah, carrying that
during the World
salary
Cup.
cap.
That whole team.
Yeah, he was targeted by Colombia when they played in the knockout stage, and they kept hacking him down.
Oh, that's his first name, Neymar.
Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. Junior to Scott.
Well, I'm glad to see we were both wrong, and that Scott wrote a way higher percentage than I did.
Yeah, I think people know that.
I don't think people do know that. Do they?
So, we'll get the guesses on screen too. So we've got 78 and a 53. The
Come with a
actual,
Christian Bale so many times.
the actual one came out at 63.8. So just a little bit closer.
I actually reckon the audience could be absolutely spot on here. I think they could be their percentage here could be absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
So the audience for this one, it came out at 68.2. So the audience closest, then Goose, and then Scott. Is how we're
Sneaking
lining
me
up.
away.
So they sneak in there to get the max points after question 5. So that is 1 point, 2 points, 3 points.
1 point to me, 2 points to Goose, 3 points to the audience. People listening can't hear that.
Well, they can hear that.
Well, they can see that. Can't hear.
Yeah, it's a 1, 2, 3. So Scott's farthest away, and then Goose, and then the audience closest. But there we go. That's the 5 questions done.
I'm just.
Anyone confident?
I don't think I got 3 points at all in that whole thing.
I think it's between me and the audience, and I think it could be a tie.
Definitely. Well, we can go through them.
Yeah, final scores.
Although we couldn't have a tie if you didn't get any threes. There can't be a tie. Oh, could there? No, there could be.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah. Scott, if you did any better, we could have a tie.
No, there could be. I was just thinking there actually can still be a tie.
Oh.
So, there we go.
Well, in third place, on 6 points, we've got Scott.
So I got 1.
6 points.
That's not a
I can't wait to see how you're doing. So just to be clear, everyone, for who's on the podcast, who's listening to the podcast, you can on the live stream. We'll be going through all the scores afterwards of everyone, and it'll go up online. So if you can go back and check, you can see it online as well. But yeah, we'll see where Scott fares overall as well. That's going to be brilliant.
It'd be like that film, Thin Red Line.
Yeah, 6 points for Scott. Then in second place, it's 13 for first. Second place is 11 points. So a bit of a gap. In second place on 11 points, we've got the audience.
Yeah.
And then winning on 13, we've got Goose.
Yes! It's good to be back.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
May have seen one of the questions beforehand.
What?
But,
I didn't see the percentage of it.
Scott, if you want to lodge a complaint, I'll hear it out.
I didn't see the percentage of it. I knew one of the questions from beforehand, but I didn't see the percentage.
Look, I'll take defeat.
Okay, that's very gracious of you.
I mean, like that would have changed anything.
Scott could have almost doubled his score. if that wasn't the case.
Everyone else did. So.
I'm proud to have come here and won today because this is really what it's about.
Well done.
It's about people going against the audience and most importantly, people going against me. So
give him his prize.
Thanks very much. Pride is my prize.
Well done. Well done.
And it's like a good competition podcast. That's what I'm looking for. And the audience were a bit up and down there. There was a bit of back and forth, I'd say.
Some trash talk.
I mean, now we talk.
Yeah. They
I
could
thought they did really
They
well.
could have done better.
Yeah, definitely my favorite player.
Yeah, well done, the audience.
Opponent.
A fan favorite.
Good job. Good job. Audience favorite.
We will be going through everyone's scores after this, so don't worry. But right now, it is probably time for us to wrap up this podcast. So, as we say, just to go through again, we record this live every Friday afternoon. So, if you want to get involved live, you're very welcome to. You can come and see us on Twitch, which is Twitch.
Say, do you want me to say it?
No, wait, twitch.net, is it? No, twitch.com.
Twitch.altavista.net. Twitch.tv /
Twitch.tv.
Do you want to say it again confidently, and I'll just finish it in post.
So if you want to come and join us live on Twitch, it's twitch.tv / Goose's Quizzes. We're right there, and you can join us every Friday afternoon to see it all recorded live. We've got some post stuff where we can chat to you as in the audience beforehand and afterwards, and we can go through all your scores and how everyone did. We'll be showing everyone's scores after this on screen. But right now, for the podcast listeners, please do share it with your friends, follow along, and get involved, because we enjoy this so much. We enjoy doing this every Friday and releasing it to you as a podcast as well. But do get involved. Make sure your voice is heard or your percentages are heard. But have yourself a lovely time, a lovely week until we speak to you again through our podcast medium. And for now, we'll say goodbye. So I'll say, for the birthday boy, tomorrow, Louis, goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I never know how to introduce someone saying goodbye, but Louis says
Outros.
goodbye.
Outros.
And from Scott, he also says
Bye-bye.
and from me, I say goodbye. It's been a pleasure having you here, and we'll see you all again next podcast for some more quizzical action. Cheers, guys. Goodbye.
Oh, thanks God that's over.